you're involved with King of the Dot.
Yes, King of the Dot.
Oh, my phone died.
With King of the Dot, because I was, I was the undefeated guy, I started throwing battles.
Dope.
So I would throw like Echo Fest, which was a huge festival at the docks. Kanye, West, Nas, tremendous artists.
Kanye was there, crazy.
Oh yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
He premiered. I was sitting on the stage the whole time, and he premiered "Touch the Sky."
Crazy.
That was like that was just it was nutty, and so I actually was hired by Echo to throw because I was the champ. I threw a big rap battle event there, and I brought in people from America. I brought in people from New York, and legends from the underground out there, and threw this big event. It was nuts. And then after that, I threw this one Crave Fest with BET, and then I was throwing these really big battle rap events, and there was this guy that kept getting into them, and his name was Organik, and he was nuts. He was like a very aggressive, harsh battle rapper, and he was kicking everybody's ass. So Organik, I got to know him through that. If I was judging a battle, he was in that battle and he was kicking ass. And so that's how I got to meet and know Organik. And then eventually, I had no idea that he started something in the park. And then by the second or third one, my boy Biz was like, yo, come check out this thing. This kid Organik throws is called King of the Dot. And I went down to this place, I think it was on Dundas. Keelan Dundas was in this basement.
Yeah.
And I went there and, everybody was so excited that I was there. Yeah. They were like, I guess because all these kids were like battle rappers and of the culture, and they were just like so excited about what was going on. Yeah. And then Bishop was there. It was a cool thing. I was excited to see this.
Yeah.
I didn't think of anything like that. And then they were so supportive. The fans were so great, and I got hammered. I got hammered.
Really?
I got hammered. And I had a time of my life. I ended up co-hosting, and then I said, "Yo, tell me when these go on all the time." And then I kept going and going, and then it got bigger a little bit, and then I was like, throwing ideas, and I became an official host, and I became, a part of the team, and then all of a sudden I became a part of the business, and then now I'm like, I talk to these guys, that was a great person to interrupt. Friday, shout out Friday. And I had, I kept going, and then, I can't even go a day where I don't have multiple hour conversations with Organik because we're just so heavy on our business with King of the Dot. We work so hard every single day.
Pay-per-view?
Out, yeah, pay-per-view. Our pay-per-views are nuts.
Stop.
We have the best pay-per-views in the game.
Yeah, the cinematography is so live on that.
And the supporters, all the supporters and the fans, man, I just love them so much.
So you as a battle rapper, there was a hiatus there. How long was that actually?
12 years.
12 years.
12 years. And I never battled in the written format. So this was all, all this stuff was so cool to me, but there's still a little piece of me that was like, man, this is how Jin got me, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But from the time that I dominated, it was never like that. You weren't able to prepare and write. It was on the spot.
So explain that. Yeah. Explain the art of battle rap today. Okay. Because you have theatrics, right?
You research, there's personals, there's there's punches, there's performance, there's surprises, people bring people on stage, people expose a lot. It's like really aggressive soap opera. It's like if you jump into battle rap now and just and you like somebody, right? And then you look them up again because you like what they did, you're gonna find a huge backstory on that person. On everybody, and then you're gonna be like, oh my God, I gotta figure out why did this happen, and then I gotta go here and watch this battle, and this is why this happened, and it's just so sometimes.
So in terms of the culture and interest, are you seeing because we're seeing attention? There's just so much content out there. Yeah. So we're seeing podcasts are blowing up. You know what I mean?
It's complex.
So
big business.
Are you guys still feeling the hunger for it?
Absolutely, absolutely. We just always try to be innovative. That's how we stay passionate about it, because we try to do things this way. We have an event called Blackout, and it's where we don't even tell the fans who's battling who. We just announce Arsenal's on the card.
This is it. How do the MCs prepare for that? Because I was there for that.
Well, no, they know who they're battling.
Oh,
yeah, they know who they're battling. Remember, it's written. It's written.
Okay, that's right.
It's not freestyle.
Okay, that's right.
So they know who they're battling.
Okay.
But they're not allowed to tell anybody who they're battling.
Cool.
They just got to prepare, do their stuff, and when their names get called, the fans go nuts, and then they battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how it's called the mystery event. We keep it. Very, very heavy duty under lock and key. There's only like 3 people that ever know the full card going into the event, and maybe 4 of us. Yeah, 4 of us. And some staff doesn't even want to know. Some staff don't. They want the surprise in the event because it's so exciting. Then we have World Domination, where we fly people in from all around the world to compete. We've had people from South Africa. We've had people from Australia, the Philippines. We've had people from all over the world come out for that event. We have LA division, where we throw bunker events, where we have this crazy like stadium thing set up, and we have, which is coming up, I'm not sure when you guys are airing this, but July 22nd we have our massacre event, which is in Boston. Well, it's in Massachusetts, so we have it's massacre. It's our 3rd one. The last one, main event, was Pat Stay versus Outlaw the Don. The first main event was Pat Stay versus Calico.
Did I see that? I must have seen that. I did watch that one. Who won that one? Who did you give that one to?
Well, it's two different fights were happening in that. Like I think they were both like kind of competing for different reasons in that. So I think it can go either way. Okay. I mean, Calico was really aggressive. Pat Stay was really trying to keep us cool because it got physical a little bit. Okay. But I think they were both kind of on different playing fields as far as like what kind of style they were trying to get across with. But I thought the fans won. I always think the fans win.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
They're the winners.
That's like perfect thing to say. Okay. Legacy.
Yep. Here we are.
MC Lyte.
Oh.
How the heck do you get MC Lyte? What the heck is that about?
I still look at the track list and I still play that song and I'm so blessed.
MC Lyte and Sticky Fingers on the same track. That's just like nutty.
Sticky Fingers is a really good friend of mine. I'm a part of the squad, Hunt and Mad. He's just a really good friend. Him and Fred are brothers of mine. MC Lyte I met on set with Sticky on the TV show I did called Platinum.
Yeah.
And her being in Toronto at the time, while she was filming, I was all over Much Music. My single, the song that she did the remix of, That's the Way, I was all over the radio. So all over the radio, all over television, heavy rotation on Much Music. So when she's in her room in the hotel, she's got the TV on, my video's popping up. If she's driving in the car and she's got the radio on, my song's popping up. So eventually she was like, yo, I like your song, it's dope. I'm like, we should do a remix. And then she was just down. There was no nothing about it. We were cool on set. She's a incredible spirit and just a very beautiful and loving person, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to work with her on set and to also take her to the studio and work. She was quick and she had great ideas, and I love her contribution to the album.
Dope. And Shorty Grinding, Drake and JD Era on the same track?
Yeah, it was
how come?
Yeah, like I mean, we were all kind of that was the clique.
Yeah.
JD Era, Drake, Johnny Rocks, Masters, Hush, Young Tony.
This is important.
It is. Every song on that album right there is a footprint that brought me to where I am today.
Dope.
That's exactly what it is. It is my legacy.
Dope.
And it's just the beginning. Kennedy Road up next.
So what are we looking forward to? What is coming up next? Summer 17.
Summer 17. Well, this summer I'm like going hard with doing a lot of shows with the Legacy album, but I'm also working on a new album. It's called Kennedy Road, and it's a little bit more introspective and personal. And I want people to feel like they're in the passenger seat of my whip. Just cruising and hearing about everything we talk about, you know what I mean, and my journey and the upbringing that I went through to become a man.
Well, I look forward to it.
That's my plan for that. I got lots of stuff coming up, lots of stuff.
We're gonna be tuned in.
I'm trying to give back to the community. You know what I mean?
But, that's right, the scholarship.
Yes, by next year, I'm looking to have up and running. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot bigger than my dream is right now. But I'm looking forward to putting together a scholarship fund for one lucky student out of Scarborough. Yeah. So I'm going to be getting in touch with, you know, a lot of schools and figuring out who's really putting in that work and who really needs the support to, you know, to further our generations coming up, and you know, our leaders of what's coming up in the future. You know what I mean? So I want to help out with that. There's so much stuff I want to do, but that's my exciting one that we're just, you know, letting people know about now, because the structure of everything with that is in effect right now, and I can't wait to help out. So you need a podcast or something, just because you're like, you got the history, you know what I mean? I told Maestro he should do a podcast. I would do it with him, because we have long conversations, and I have so much love and respect for Maestro, and he is in tune with everything that's going on with everybody nowadays. And I'm like, man, we should do like every conversation we have is so funny, and he's the OG, you know what I mean? And I want to bring the vibe back. I feel like we were going somewhere. Like there was like the vibe changed because of social media. And it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. I'll tell you why. Tell me. The reason why things are so different, and the reason why things move so fast, is because of the online capabilities. Back in the day, I had to bring this somewhere and meet you. Mm-hmm. You see how we booked this? We set this up. Mm-hmm. It was, you know, I didn't even have to know you. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have to know you. I could just be like, I saw what you did with the interview, and I could get a hold of you. Mm-hmm. We could organize it, and I can come here, and you could get my music online. You can get everything. I could make a song before I brush my teeth in the morning, and I could put it out on SoundCloud before I have a shower, and I could put it out on my Instagram and all that stuff before I even leave my house to do anything. Yeah. So essentially, I don't have to do anything. I could just do it from home, and it gets out there. There's no legwork in the game anymore, which means when there's no legwork in the game, which means nobody puts on events like they used to do. Like we used to have Beat Junkie. You have to go to Beat Junkie and get on the mic or get to an open mic and kick ass so that somebody could get your reputation, so your rep could get, you know, you can get it up. Now people think rep is just like enough retweets or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The legwork is gone in music in our scene. How do we get the essence back? It's needed. So how do we get the essence back? I mean, I like to think that because, I told the young boys on my block, and I told a couple other young boys, said, don't make me come back, because I was chilling. I was chilling out doing my King of the Dot thing, you know, doing auditions and TV shows and just, you know, raising my son. And, you know, shout out Carlito, because he made me do this. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told them, I said, y'all got great music. What are you doing? Get out there and meet people and whatever, and get the legwork popping. And they was like, yeah, we're gonna do it, yeah. And then I was like, well, yo, if you don't, because I left something for the block, you know what I mean? And they, you know, shout out Re-Up Rex, shout out Bugs Corleone, shout out S. Dot. These guys are the new guys from my neighborhood that are killing it. Yeah. Now, not only do I tell them, but I tell everybody, I say, yo, don't make me come back. Because if I come back to music and start really, you know, doing it, you're going to find out. You have to invest in yourself. You have to get a good team. Yeah. You have to have the right publicist. You have to have the right, like my team at Vocab Communication. No, for real. Like they are worth every dollar that, you know, that it costs. And I have to pay for my CDs. I have to pay for, you know, all the stuff. And I'm out there, and I'm not just doing it the way that they do it now. I have to meet everybody. Mm-hmm. I have to go places. I have to go to these interviews, and I have to do the legwork, because that's the real way to be successful. And you'll feel it you'll feel those accolades pile up as you go along. If you just sit at home and just hope for it, you know, lightning doesn't strike always in the same place twice. Mm-hmm. So what may have worked for somebody else, don't just count out hard work. You got to be busy. And here I am. I'm back. I'm in full effect. I'm doing, like, you know, I've already, since this album dropped, I've done like 30 interviews. I've been on all these radio shows, and I'm kicking ass, and I'm winning again. And some of this, and like, again, this is material that's been out for years, and I'm kicking ass with this. Yeah. Y'all got it. Well, it's important. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, it's a good compilation. But I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
These guys that are, you know, that are constantly making records now, like, it's like, come on, get out there and don't just conform to what, you know, the internet. Put some work in there. Yeah. Because I love all the music that I'm hearing, but I got to see the work in order for everybody to appreciate it. Because if you don't got no struggle in this music business, you're not going to appreciate the finer things when you get there. You know, you just won't. You won't. It's impossible. This, without struggle, there's no reward.
Let's end it right there. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Flippin' epic.
I appreciate you.
Right?
Thank you so much.